Hey guys, I am here at the 5-star Mandarin Oriental Jumeira here in Dubai, and I can't wait to show you what it's like to dine at their one Michelin Star restaurant with an infinity pool. So after taking the elevators to the 6th floor, I am here at Tasca, and I am so excited. I'll be doing two things. In the afternoon, I'll be enjoying their infinity pool with some of the light bites and maybe some cocktails while I'm here. And then I'll be also doing their dinner. But right now, I'm here to meet their head chef. I am here with Chef Jose here at Tasca. And
Hello, Tasca is a Portuguese restaurant owned by a famous chef that is José Avillez. Portuguese with a lot of seafood, with a sharing style concept, with these amazing views that you cannot see but you'll see from the Arabian Gulf and to the Dubai skyline. And it's a perfect restaurant to relax and to enjoy good food.
awesome, I can't wait to try.
Thank you so much. My name is José Barroso. I'm the head chef of Tasca, and I work with the chef José Avillez for the past 12 years. So I'm a long time with him. I'm also Portuguese. I came for Dubai 4 years ago to embrace this amazing project of Tasca to share and to spread the Portuguese gastronomy with the Middle East and with the world.
And where in Portugal were you originally from?
I'm from a small city that calls Famalicão in Portugal. It's close to Porto and Braga, so north of Portugal.
Oh. And did you work at his restaurants in Portugal before coming here?
Yes, I worked with several restaurants in Portugal together with José Avillez. I work in Belcanto, the two Michelin Star restaurant that we have back there. We have I work in other bistros restaurant, in the seafood restaurant that we have back there. And then I came to Dubai during the COVID because we were a little bit, we slowed down our operations there. I came here to support and then I stayed until today.
So,
This is our bus, okay, the area where we plate everything on the kitchen. We have here the starters. On this side, if you follow me, I'll show you. This is our aquariums with the blue lobsters that come from Atlantic Coast. This is meat section. If you enter here, you have here the charcoal that we finalize all of our dishes to give this smoky taste. Then if you go around, we also have the skyline on this side, so that the restaurant is like with an open kitchen. We have this amazing view.
oh wow, yeah, that's awesome.
We have also one outside area
Oh,
here.
this is beautiful, yeah.
During the night, you can
Wow.
see all the skyline, all the lights. It's beautiful. The kitchen, we can see the kitchen from all over the restaurant. We have also a nice bar with amazing signature cocktails. Here we have our sea view and more seats to the food facing the sea. But that is like this. It's a very casual restaurant, very friendly, with a lot of products from the sea, with a sharing style concept. And please come to try whenever you have time.
I'm excited.
The pools from the hotel, our
beautiful.
private beach. Yeah, it's an amazing resort.
Yeah, wow.
Experience of Tasca can have different. You can have different types of experience here. You can come just to have a small bite and a cocktail. You can come another day to have some petiscos, our sharing style starters, with a glass of wine. You can have also a tasting menu that you can
okay.
upgrade a little bit, that you can
Yeah.
make something more individual. We have also dishes that are good to share by 4 people, like seafood rice,
Oh,
a big
okay.
cataplana
Yeah.
with a lot of seafood inside. So the task experience are different. If you prefer to see the sea, you should come on a lunch. If you want to see the skyline and to have a little bit more, I don't know, more cozy dinner, you come at night because the restaurant changed a lot. The lights change a lot. It's a very lively restaurant.
Yeah, okay, perfect. Yeah, that's why I wanted to come a little early, try the food, and then
And
all
if
the
you
way to
return now at
night.
night, you will see like it's completely different.
Yeah,
It's different.
Is it a different menu for the pool, like in the
Yeah,
pool
we
and,
have
the
a
normal
pool.
restaurant?
The pool it's open for some in-house guests, okay, that they want to use the pool during 9 a.m. And then during the sunset we close the pool, and then we have like a small bites menu on the pool. Okay,
So
something.
yeah, so that menu is only for the pool.
Yes.
Okay,
And then
perfect.
we have a main menu for all the restaurant,
Mhm.
and yes, I think we will try now next.
Okay.
I hope you enjoy.
Yeah, I'm excited. Thank you so much.
I'll bring to you one of our classics. Okay. I think it's the most famous
Oh,
small
okay.
bites and cocktails from Chef José.
Okay.
On the cocktail, this cocktail it's with us since our first restaurant. Okay.
Okay.
We call it Primo Basilic. Okay. It's a cocktail with a gin base, some basil, a little bit of egg white. We shake everything. It gets very smooth,
Mhm.
and it's an amazing. I think the most beautiful connection between the cocktail and the city of Lisbon. Okay, in Lisbon we celebrate the Saints in June. All during the month of June, there is basil all over the city in small vases, and we did this cocktail to make this connection between the basil of Lisbon and the cocktail, and it's one of our best cocktails. Actually it's my favorite cocktail.
Oh, okay. I'm excited.
Regarding the food, we have two different small bites. This one on top of the ice is the algar prawn ceviche. It's a prawn from Algar, from south of Portugal. The ceviche is on top of the lime. The idea is to use the lime like a spoon and put in one shot to the mouth.
Okay.
At the end, squeeze a little bit the lime.
Oh,
Will make the
okay.
ceviche inside of your mouth. There is some crunchy corn to make a little bit the crispiness inside of your mouth. If you squeeze at the end the lime, will be more acidity, and it's a perfect way to start the menu. It's super fresh.
Yeah.
Okay. The next one, please go to the sustainable bluefin tuna. Okay, it's a bluefin tuna that we cut in small cubes. So we make a tartar. We marinate with some spicy marination, a little bit of kimchi mayo and nori flakes on top. All the corn is edible. Just eat like 2 bites or 3 bites. Okay. And the last one, this is we call it espetada madeirense. Espetada means beef skewered
Okay.
from Madeira Island. All right.
okay.
In Madeira, we have a main course that is small cubes of tenderloin steak. We grill in a charcoal, and then we serve it. We hang the beef, and then we serve it with some crunchy corn, like a crunchy polenta.
Oh, okay,
right?
okay.
So here we make a small bite. We did a small bite out of the main course. So on the bottom there is a crunchy polenta, right? On top of the polenta there is a roast beef of Wagyu tenderloin.
Oh,
A
wow.
little bit of sauce with some truffle, yuzu, and some grated Portuguese cheese on top. Okay.
Yum.
Please remove the skewer, and then you hang the polenta, and then you eat like in 2 or 3 bites.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
Thank you so much.
Okay,
Please,
thank you.
ceviche, tuna, and espetada.
Awesome.
All right.
Okay, thank
Do
you.
enjoy.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much. Hey guys, so I can't wait to try. I'm starting off with this prawn ceviche. Wow, prawn is so sweet. That crispiness with the corn adds texture. And then when you bite into the lime, that burst of citrus, so amazing. I love that fun component where they actually let you do that, like makes it more playful and delicious. So this here, they said is the gin basil cocktail. I like that there's egg white because of the foam. So you know how I love like egg white based cocktails, so I can't wait. Very refreshing. You get some hint of like juniper taste, but not too strong, which I like because like juniper can make it very bitter, but this one it's nice, and there's some floral notes to it to make it like refreshing, and the basil makes it refreshing as well. There's also like a slice of lemon for that burst of citrus. Nice. Cheers. The tuna cone. Tuna is so fresh. Wow. I like the sauce that they put. It's not like overpowering. There's some hint of like citrus, some I think I taste yuzu, and then the seaweed adds that like umami, savory flavor. Very nice, very well balanced. This one sounds very rich when chef was talking about it, but I'm very excited. This is wagyu. It's a flavor explosion. So good. The cheese adds to that hint of saltiness. It's not too salty, and then that corn polenta adds like creaminess, and the wagyu melts because there's so much stuff in it. It's not like too prominent. You can taste like the oiliness of the wagyu shining through. So good.
Prague is basically a steak sandwich with its own sauce, but it's very, very emblematic in Portugal. We find it almost in every street. Bring it with some truffle fries. I think for this type of lunch with this beautiful view, it's perfect to finish.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. So this is the wagyu steak sandwich. Look at this. Can't wait. Oh, that wagyu is so good. Kind of feels like a gravy steak meal because of the bread is like the carbs, and then you have like this delicious steak with like gravy and onions. So delicious. So good, very crispy. The inside actually tastes like you're eating like mashed potato, which is very interesting but very delicious because of how thick it is. I love that the sides, they're actually like quite thicker but very crispy, unlike a typical French fry. Very, very good. Of course, like cheese always adds to it. So good. It is so beautiful here in the infinity pool. Currently, it's pretty empty in the pool, so it feels like I have my own private pool. So awesome. So let me take you to the very end. This is what it's like in the restaurant, facing that beautiful view. So it's supposed to be very beautiful here during sunset. You get the Arabian Gulf, you get the beach, you get this infinity pool, and you get the beautiful restaurant as well. Here's a 360. So the sun is kind of setting already. Look how beautiful that is. So it's sunset right now, and it's so beautiful. Wow, look at this view. So they really have the best of both worlds where you can enjoy the water view, but then you can also see the skyline view. Amazing. So now that I'm done with the pool and I've done my shower, now it's time for my dinner here, and I ended up switching from the pool side to inside, and I highly recommend sitting in this section where you're by the skyline. Yes, it is beautiful outside, especially at night, and also you still get the view of the kitchen in action. So for dinner, what I'm doing is their tasting menu called the Taste of Tasca. So it's actually 5 courses with small bites, veggie course, fish course, meat course, and then dessert. And I'm also doing the wine pairing to go with the tasting menu. And what's great is their wines are like Portuguese wines, and a lot are very exclusive to Tasca. Like you cannot find these Portuguese wines anywhere else in Dubai because they specifically import it just for this restaurant.
This moment we call the small bites, right? So we'll ask you to start for the glass.
Okay.
On the glass, we serve marinated sea bass. Sea bass from Atlantic. The sauce is made out of passion fruit. Okay, passion fruit is the most famous fruit in Madeira Island.
Okay.
Island in Portugal that is full of passion fruits with different flavors of passion fruit on island, and we represent this fruit that is very famous there on the inside of this sivas.
Okay.
So it's a marinated sivas with passion fruit. There is some frozen pearls of tiger milk. There is some sweet potato puree, crunchy corn.
Okay.
You, with a spoon, please eat the sivas, and at the end drink the sauce.
Okay. Okay.
Super fresh,
Yeah.
the best way to start the
Okay.
set menu. The next one, we call it turricado. Turricado is a dish from south of Portugal, Alentejo area. Okay. Turricado is normally in Portugal is a toast bread that we used to toast it in the charcoal. Okay. And then we put something on top.
Okay.
With meat can be a little bit of fish. Here we add the crab. We put a shredded crab on top.
Okay.
This crab is marinated with some mayonnaise, some boiled eggs, some pickles. On top of the crab, we put a layer of caviar. Okay. And the bread is a brioche bread.
Okay.
Right. The next one and the last small bite is one of the most famous and typical dish from Portugal, the codfish cake.
Okay. Yeah.
It's the bacalhau.
Yeah.
Codfish, deep fried in
salted,
tempura
right?
butter. Yes,
Yeah.
the salted cod. Deep fried in tempura butter with garlic mayo, with the trout roll, raspberry powder, and olive powder. Okay. Hope you enjoy.
Thank you.
Please start sivas and then crab and then the cod cake.
Awesome.
This moment will be paired with this amazing Portuguese sparkling wine that Mo will explain.
Okay. Thank you.
It was nice introduction for the food.
Oh,
Now
yeah.
it's time for the wine. In Portugal, they say let's start with the ouro. Ouro. Ouro is like the golden key. Ouro. Chave de ouro. In Portugal, they begin with a key, the food. So this is a special import from Portugal. It's a sparkling wine made with Portuguese grape, indigenous, only in Portugal found. It's made in champenoise method, sparkling wine like champagne, but it's aged under the leaves 6 months. Usually champagne aged for more period of time. You expect from it freshness, a delicate mousse, bubbles, and green apple character to be paired with this small bite, amazing small bite.
Starting off with this sparkling Portuguese wine. So refreshing. So chef said to start with this dish. There's a bunch of stuff here. Wow. It is so refreshing. And so many components coming into play, like the crispy corn. The juice is so refreshing. And has some creamy texture. There's also like something icy that kind of brings some cold front when you eat it. So good. So chef said to like drink all the juice once you're done. Don't want to waste anything. So let's try this next one. It kind of reminds me of the other one a while ago with the corn polenta and the wagyu. But this is different, but kind of similar looking. Oh, the crab is very fresh. You can really taste the crab. Very good. And the caviar adds like a nice saltiness. And now trying this last one. Kind of reminds me of like the shape is looking like a takoyaki, especially with like the toppings, but let's try. Wow. It's super nice and crispy outside, and then when you bite in it, it just kind of melts with the cod. And I like that even though I've had bacalhau before in St. John's, and it was super salty, I love that this one isn't that salty. Like I don't feel the need to have to drink water after. But it has a nice saltiness, and the toppings just like adds more dimensions to it.
So now we are serving Torre de Tavares 2019. As well as it's made of 2 indigenous grape varieties from Portugal, but the wine is called orange wine. Orange wine is wine that undergoes maceration of the juice of the grape with the skins for a prolonged period of time. What you get from this wine is a little bit of freshness, a little bit of tannins, as well as an orange color. However, the wine undergoes the category of white wine. We pair it with beetroot tartare.
Okay.
So this texture of the vegetables need this kind of wine.
Our beetroot tartare, okay, It's a dish, it's a tartare that we want to bring a little bit of the pine nut trees from Portugal to this dish. Okay, it's beetroot tartare with a little bit of truffle, crunchy sweet potato on top, and the pine nut milk around the plate. Pine nut milk and pine nut pearls. With a spoon, please. Try to get the textures, all the textures in once.
Okay.
And you will enjoy it. It will be a perfect pairing with this lovely Portuguese wine.
Okay. So let's try this orange wine. It's very refreshing. You do get that hint of tannins, but it's still pretty light. So now let's try the beetroot. So I'm gonna try a little bit of each component first and then mix everything up. Like the sauce and oil is kind of interesting. There's this like dots of ice cream in it. Kind of reminds me of Dippin' Dots. The beetroot is actually really nice. Okay, so now let's try a bit of everything. So you got the pine nut milk, the Dijonnaise, crispy sweet potato, and the beef. I love the play on textures on the dishes here in general. Like there's always like a crispy component, a creamy component, a sweet component, a savory component. So good.
So now we have our Atlantic rice, okay? It's a dish that represents all the coastline of Portugal. It's a very creamy rice. We make with a carnarol. We use the starch of the rice to make it creamy. On top there is blue lobster, carabineiro from the Atlantic Ocean, coastal prawns, some clams also from the Portuguese coastline, a little bit of caviar, and there is some ashes around the place. Okay? Yeah, not really ashes. We make it with rice and squid ink.
Oh, okay.
So we cook the rice until it gets black, then we blend the rice, and we dehydrate, then we fry, then we smoke, so it looks like ashes, but they are
Wow,
safe to
yeah,
eat.
that's so
Okay?
cool.
You enjoy.
Thank you.
Serving Esperão Reserva 2022 from Portugal, Alentejo region. Now we are talking about an oaky white wine, aged in oak barrels, French and American, for a period of 9 months almost. The wine has a texture of creaminess, butteriness, and fresh fruits. That's why we pair it with the brothy Atlantic rice and different textures of seafood that the chef already explained.
Yeah.
The wine is complex, and the food is already has a brothy character, creaminess, butteriness, and the seafood is not it's just not one texture, it's several textures. That's why we pair it with a complex wine.
Oh, wow, it's actually very, very creamy. And you do get the hint of the barrel notes. Quite oaky, but not like in your face oaky, which is really good. Love it. I am so excited for this course. This is the Atlantic rice with like lobster, Portuguese rice, and I am super curious with the ash that they made of rice and squid ink. So this is what it looks like. Wow. You actually get that really strong taste of squid ink, which I love. Sometimes a lot of places say like, oh, this is squid ink something, but when you eat it, you don't taste the squid ink. This one is very strong. I love it. So now I'm trying a bite of the entire thing. Oh my god. So good. I think they have this in a la carte as well, so I highly recommend getting this. The rice is perfectly al dente, and the sauce, the broth that they use for it, you can taste the seafood. It's so good. And the lobster is very sweet. You get that squid ink kick from the ash. Actually, there's only 2 pieces of prawn, so I wanted to try a piece of prawn on its own. So sweet. The seafood here is so fresh. So if you love like paella or risotto, like you really have to try this. So good.
And now to end it with the second main course, we are serving from Casa Ferrarinia, Douro region, Vino Tinto 2021, It's a blend of so traditional grape varieties in the region, like Touriga Nacional, Touriga Franca, Tinta Roriz. 3 traditional blend in the Douro region. The wine is aged as well, 12 to 18 months. In French and American oak barrel. What we expect from the wine, a full-bodied red wine, to be paired with nice dishes like the veal that the chef is gonna serve you, with potato puree and different textures of corn. We pair these 2 items as well because the veal and the wine, both of them are a complex and heavy plate. To be paired together. We pair the humble wine with a humble dish.
Our meat course is a meat dish that represents more the north part of Portugal, more close to the mountains where the weather is a little bit more cold. We slow cook the meat over there. This is beef chicks.
Okay.
We slow cook during 10 hours and then they become super soft.
Yeah.
In the bottom there is some smooth potato puree, different textures of corn, white asparagus, and the jus with the beef sauce with truffle. Okay?
Oh, okay.
Enjoy.
Thank you. Let's try the red wine. Smells really good. Okay. I like that it's not high in tannins, it's very easy to drink, but you actually get the complexity. The richness is there, but not tannins. Very interesting, but very good. So now it's time for the meat course. I'm so excited to try this veal cheeks. Whoa, it cuts so easily, like I don't even need a knife. Holy, it just melts. This has been like slow cooked for 10 hours, like so soft, so tender. It's also very flavorful. The beef taste is very pronounced, so good. Let's try this crispy thing. It's kind of like a corn polenta fritter. Really good. The corn puree is so good, like it's very sweet. You can really taste the corn flavors. It's sweet, but not like super sweet where it kind of overpowers the beef taste, which is what you want. Like you want to taste the beef. So happy with this.
One of our most famous desserts, very typical in the north of Portugal. It's called Romeo and Julieta. It's all about romance, and this one it's between the ingredients. It will be the cheese, the quince marmalade, and in this case we add an extra touch, which is banana ice cream together with a Portuguese French toast. Let's say it like this, which is underneath the ice cream. The cheese, instead of like we do in Portugal with the regular cheese, we did a cheesecake that looks like a hard cheese. If you see it, it's a beautiful one, but the texture is just like a cheesecake.
Okay.
And the chef suggests it to have it all together, if possible.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Enjoy.
Thank you. And what cheese do you use for the cheesecake?
We use usually we do the island 24 months.
Okay.
We try to everything we can. We use Portuguese cheeses.
Okay.
And this was one of those cases.
Okay.
It's an amazing one. We don't have it. It started in our menu during the summer, and so far everyone is in love with it. The toast also, the Portuguese French toast has an amazing texture. You will love it. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So for the pairing with Romeo and Julieta, we paired Taylor's Late Bottle Vintage 2019. It's one of the most approachable port wine, fortified wine from Portugal, because it has a fresh fruit taste and aroma. However, the wine is still fortified and it's a sweet wine. We pair it with this kind of diesel because it gives the freshness.
Okay. So now it's time for dessert, and it's paired with this Portuguese port. Obviously, if it's like Portuguese wine pairing for dessert, you're definitely getting a port. So this one's interesting because I've had tawny port before, and the color is very different. And when I asked the wine person why it's like this way, and it's because late bottled means it's aged for 6 months only, unlike a tawny port which is normally aged for years, and that's why the color gets faded. Because this is late bottled, that's why the color is still very deep red. Cheers. Still very easy to drink. You get the richness, you get the sweetness, but it's not like overly sweet, which I love. Yeah, very nice. I get the hint of like cherry as well. There's some smell of, there's some floral smell for me for some reason, but the taste is nice. It's like, there's like hints of cinnamon and cherry. Very nice. So now we're at the dessert course. This is very interesting. Basically two mini desserts in one to show like a contrast. So I'm gonna try individually first to get a taste of what each component tastes like and then combine it. Let's do the cheesecake. Initially I was thinking of like New York style cheesecake, but it's not. It's actually like very, very creamy. The cheese is not like in your face cheese flavor. You get the hint of the cheese, but it's really very, very creamy, and there's a sweetness to it. Then let's try the cake. The ice cream is really nice. The texture of the cake is very interesting because it kind of reminds me of like, it's like a cannoli where the exterior is like an interesting crispy shell, but inside it's like a very nice soft texture, like custardy smooth texture. This really reminds me of like a cannoli cake. So good. And there's some sort of like jelly. Tastes like a fruit jelly kind of. And now I'm gonna try. There's like some sort of like puree here, so I'm gonna try. It's the quince marmalade. Okay, very nice. So I'm gonna try a bit of everything. This is it. There's so much like flavors, textures, all like going around. It's like a flavor bomb. And this is what I said again, like they really love their play on textures and flavors, combining them. So good. So if you're dining at Tasca, I highly recommend doing the tasting menu because it really is a great way to get the best of everything that they have to offer, which is basically some of the best ways you can get the taste of Portugal here in this restaurant. And if you enjoy trying different wines, the wine pairing is really a journey through different Portuguese wines and a lot of like very unique and uncommon wines to try. Highly recommend. But what's also great is if you don't want to do the tasting menu or if it doesn't fit your budget, at least you know that most of the dishes on the tasting menu you can pretty much order a la carte. So you can just pick and choose as well and kind of build your own tasting menu in that sense. And I'm so excited because I'm getting an extra course here. So when I found out the Atlantic rice course had carabineros prawn, I asked chef whether if the restaurant actually serves the carabineros on its own as a dish in the menu because I don't remember seeing it, and he mentioned that they actually don't. There's no like standalone dish using the Algarve carabineros prawn. But if you request for it, they will do something. So I asked if I can try it, and here it is. It's a grilled carabineros prawn, and look at this beauty. Look how massive it is. The first time I had carabineros prawn was in Casa Paco in Toronto for the very first time this year. And I was obsessed after that, so when I found out they have it here, I really wanted to try it, so thank you. So this is my second time trying carabineros prawn on its own. So this one is also grilled, and the sauce that they use uses the head from the carabineros prawn. So excited. I'm gonna try the sauce first. Oh wow. Like it's that rich, umami, flavorful taste from the head. So good. This is really the best prawn you can get. So if you love prawns or like you're curious to try different kinds of seafood, this is very hard to find. That's why this is only the second time I'm trying it. So if you're here, definitely request. Like it's off the menu. You have to request it to try it. Amazing. So good. What an amazing dinner at Tasca, and what a way for me to be transported to Portugal while I'm in Dubai. I highly recommend checking it out if you're looking for this kind of experience. This is the first Michelin Star restaurant I've been to that has an infinity pool. And a huge thanks to Mandarin Oriental and the Tasca team for the warm hospitality and hosting me so that I can show you what it's like to spend a day in Tasca. If you want to see more Michelin dining experiences around the world, be sure to like, follow, and subscribe, and watch this next video right here.